Good day. So today, we will have a review about adding and subtracting rational expressions and also about complex fractions. So let us start with the rule in adding and subtracting rational expressions. Let's say our given are fractions a over b and c over d. If we are to add or subtract it, all you have to do is to multiply a and d plus or minus the product of b and c all over the product of b and d, which are our denominators. Okay? So, kung mapapansin nyo, sa unang tingin, parang iba siya dun sa ating pinag-usapan dati, which makes use of what we call the LCD, or yung least common denominator. Pero later on, you will see na parehas lang din naman sila. No? So, let us try the example on the middle. We have here 1/2 plus 1/3. Diba? So, if we are to make use of the LCD, kung kukunin man natin ang LCD ng 1/2 and 1/3, ibig sabihin, kukuhanan natin ng least common multiple yung 2 at saka 3. Diba? Pag sinabing multiple, yan yung nasa multiplication table natin ng mga answers. Diba? So, kung yan ay 2, its multiples will be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on. Kapag naman 3, syempre, it will be 3. 3 times 2, 6. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 4, 12. And so on. Okay, bakit huminto na tayo sa part na yon? So, kung mapapansin niyo, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And on the multiples of 3, we have 3, 6, 9, and 12. Kaya sinabing common, ibig sabihin ay parehas. So, ano nga ba ang parehas sa dalawang set of multiples na ito? So, kung ang sagot po ninyo is 6, then you are correct. Kung mapapansin ninyo, if we are to add the other multiples after 10, no, we have 12. You also have 14. So, aside from 6, common din si 12. Pero, again, ulitin natin, least common denominator, least common multiple ng denominators natin. So, yung pinakamababa ang pipiliin natin, which is 6. Okay? So, kapag ginamitan natin ng LCD, di ba ang ginagawa natin? Kailangan makapagparehas tayo ng dalawang denominator. So, ang 2, para maging LCM na 6, kailangan sa natin siya ita-times. Diba sa 3? So, if you multiply 2 by 3, kailangan pati yung nasa taas, ita-times mo rin sa 3. Okay? Kaya itong fraction na ito, magiging 1 times 3 is 3, 2 times 3 is 6. So, ayun na yung LCM natin. Then, ang 3, since ang LCM mo ay 6, saan mo ita-times ang 3 para maging 6? Diba sa 2? So, kung nag-times ka ng 2 sa denominator, pati sa numerator, magta-times ka rin ng 2. So, this fraction will become 1 times 2 is 2, 3 times 2 is 6. So, kapag similar fractions na sila, again, pag similar fractions, yan yung may parehas na denominator, pwede mo na silang i-add. Diba? Madali na siyang mag-add. So, the rule in adding similar fractions or subtracting similar fractions is you have to first add, or kung subtraction to, you have to first subtract the numerators, then just copy the denominators. Yun din ang magiging purpose ng LCM natin or LCD. Siya na yung parehas nating denominators na siyang kokopyahin na lang natin for our final answer. So, we have 3 plus 2. Syempre, that one is 5. And then, we are not to add 6 plus 6. Okay? We will just bring down 6. And this will be your final answer. Now, if we are to apply yung ating nakita kanina, tingnan natin kung magiging kaparehas ang sagot, no? Okay? So, again, our given is 1/2 plus 1/3. Dito ko gagawin. 1/2 plus 1/3. So again, ang ating rule, product of the first, of the numerator of the first, and the denominator of the second, diba? Plus or minus the product of the numerator of the second and the denominator of the first. Okay? All over the product of the denominator. So, i-apply natin. Cross-multiply kumbaga, no? Okay? So, we are to get the product of A, which is 1, and 3, which is our denominator. Ayan. So, i-multiply natin tong dalawang to. Okay? So, 1 times 3 is 3. Plus, we have here 2 and 1. Okay, i-multiply din natin yan. 2 times 1 is 2. All over the product of 2 and 3. Okay? So, 2 times 3 is 6. Okay? So, if we add, 3 plus 2 is 5. Then, copy the denominator, which is 6. So, parehas lang naman kung mapapansin nyo yung ating kalalabasang sagot. Okay? So, parehas lang po yung process na ginawa natin, ha? So, dito nga lang, inisa-isa pa natin at kinuha yung LCM. Okay. Now, let's proceed with this one. We have 1/6 plus 1/3. Although we can already do this one, and then sa final answer, maglo-lowest terms tayo. Okay? Para mabawasan yung ating gagawin ng paglo-lowest terms sa dulo. No? Pwedeng ang gawin natin is to factor out. Okay? Although, ito ay pwedeng gawin ng mga hindi ganun kagaling mag-lowest terms. Okay? Pero hindi pa rin sure yun, ha? Baka mamaya sa final answer, meron ka pa rin kailangan i-lowest terms. Yun ay, at least, yung given mong numbers, hindi ganoon kalalaki. Okay? So, let us start with this one. We have 1/6 plus 1/3. 6 at 3 may common factors. Unlike 2 and 3, wala silang common factor, which ang common factor lang nila ay 1. Diba? So, ang 6, kung i-apply natin yung tinatawag na prime factorization, ano yung ita-times mo para lumabas yung 6? Syempre, bukod sa 6 times 1, ang ita-times mo para lumabas yung 6 ay yung 3 times 2. Okay? So, if we are to apply this one, ganito ang mangyayari. Hahanapin mo yung factors ng denominator na wala sa kabilang denominator. Ulitin natin, ha? Factors nung denominator na wala sa kabilang denominator. At kung ano man yung wala doon, siyang ita-times mo doon sa kabilang numerator. Pa-cross pa rin, pero hindi mo na i-multiply yung buong 6 sa 1. Okay? So, if we have here 3 and 2, anong factors ng 6 ang wala sa 3? Kung ang sagot nyo ay 2, edi correct. Tama po kayo. Hindi na natin i-multiply ng isang buo yung 6, yung 2 na lang po. Okay? On this part, anong factor ng 3 ang wala sa 6 kung ang sagot nyo ay wala? Edi ibig sabihin, si 1/6 ay mananatili pa rin 1/6 plus. Ngayon, na-identify na natin yung 2, diba? So, ibig sabihin, si 2, ita-times na lang natin sa 1. What is 2 times 1? Ede, it's 2. Now, hindi mo na i-multiply si 3 dito, ha? Kasi ito lang naman yung ginamit natin. So, kung ito ay iti-times natin sa 2, dapat pati si denominator, ita-times mo rin sa 2. No? So, 3 times 2 will also become 6. Okay? Now, adding the 2, we have here 1 plus 2, which is 3. And Dahil similar fractions na lang sila, kopyahin mo ang denominator. Now, 3/6. Pwede pa ba nating i-lowest term yan? If your answer is yes, then you're correct. 3 and 6 parehas divisible by what? By 3. Diba? So, if we are to divide both the numerator and the denominator by 3, ibig sabihin we are to express the fraction in lowest terms. So, 3 divided by 3 and 6 divided by 3, it will be equal to 1 over 2. And this will be your final answer. Okay? So, sa mga tuwid, ito po yung process na ginawa natin. Pero we also used yung factoring. No, if you are to use yung directly na pagmumultiply. Okay? If you multiply 6, the whole 6 by 1, your answer will be 6. Diba? If you multiply 3 by 1, the answer is 3. Then, i-add mo siya. All over 6 times 3, 18. 6 plus 3 is equal to 9 over 18. Kung magaling ka namang mag-lowest term, sige, go. 9 and 18 are both divisible by 9 and it will still be equal to 1/2. Next, let's proceed with the example number 2. So we have here, ayan, meron na tayong monomials on the denominator. Again, you can apply yung factoring na ginawa natin. Since we have 2x squared, factors po niyan, syempre kung 2 is 2 times 1, pwedeng wag na natin isulat si 1. X squared came from x times x. Halagang matandaan yan. Then, 6 is from 3 times 2. Okay, pwedeng ganyan. And x, syempre, wala naman siyang ibang kaparehas. So, ganyan na din siya. So, if we have here, again, same tanong, anong factors ng ating denominator ang wala sa kabila? Yun ang i-multiply doon. But if you are to identify the LCM, kung LCM naman ang iyong pag-uusapan, number to number ka muna. We have 2 and 3 times 2. Okay? Meron kang unique factor. Pag sinabing unique, walang kaparehas. So, choose si 3. Wala siyang kaparehas. Times. Sa number part, again, may magkaparehas naman, isama mo rin siya. 3 times 2. Okay? So, kung mapapansin nyo, if you're going to go back to the lesson about sets, diba? Pag sinabing union, ito yung elements na unique at saka yung parehas. Kasi pag intersection, kung ano lang yung parehas, diba? Okay? Pag sinabing union, yung magkaparehas, susulat mo, and also the unique element, which is yung isang yon. Now, if we have here x times x, and this one is x, diba? Kung isusulat mo man yung parehas na x, sige, may isa ka doon. Okay? Pero may isang may iwan. Hindi pwedeng hindi siya kasama. Okay? So, you have to bring it down as well. Okay? Recap natin. Unique. Unique. Okay? Yung parehas, isinama mo rin. 2x. Ayun din. 2x. Okay na. So, kailangan yung LCM mo, composed siya ng factors ng iyong denominators. Lahat ng factors ng denominators mo. Okay? Kung may magkaparehas, once mo na lang isusulat. Okay? At kung may unique, i-bring down mo lang siya. Okay na? Okay, so if you are asked about the LCM will be 3 times 2 is 6, and x times x is x squared. Okay, o yan. O ganito na. So, itong shortcut natin, again, anong factors ng 3 times 2 times x ang wala dito? Siyempre, kung ang sagot ninyo ay 3, tama ka. 'Di ba? So, ibig sabihin, itong 3 lang ito ang ita-times mo doon. Next, anong factors ng 2 times x ang wala sa 3 times 2 times x? Ayun si 2. Ayun si x. So, ang nawawala ay yung isang x. Ibig sabihin, itong x na lang na ito ang ita-times mo doon. Okay? So, let us try multiplying it. So, 3 times 13, alam nyo na naman yan, it's 39. Okay? X times 7, edi it's 7x. Hindi siya 7 plus x. Okay? And since addition to, we are just to write plus. All over, no need to multiply the whole. Okay? Ayun na naman si LCM, edi yun na ang ilagay mo. 6x squared. Okay? And this will be your final answer. For example number 3, kung mapapansin nyo, 3 na siya. Okay? Don't freak out. Ganun pa rin naman yung gagawin natin. Okay, so we have here x squared. Factor out muna natin. X times x. Sige, pwede. X is still x. Okay? 3 is just 3 times 1. So, 3 pa din. Pwedeng hindi na isulat si 1. O, isa-isahin natin ulit. If you are asked about the LCM, okay? Sulat natin yung unique. O, dito sa 3, syempre, ang pinakakakaiba, itong mag-isang 3 na ito. O, isulatan natin si 3. Okay? Then, itong 2 na to na lang. Okay? So, we have here common factors x and x. So, magkakaroon ka ng isang unique na x. Walang kaparehas. So, isulat mo doon. Times x. Times, dahil magkaparehas tong 2 to, write it once. So, isulat natin yung isang x na yon. Ibig sabihin, our LCM will be 3 times x or equal to 3x squared. Recap ha, if you multiply, add the exponent, 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, so that will be our LCM. Now, ito na ang tanong. Anong factor ng... Pwede kasi siya, 2 muna, saka mo isama yung pangatlo. Or pwede rin namang sabay-sabay. Okay? Kapag sinabay-sabay, anong factors ng 3x ang wala sa x times x? Kung ang sagot mo ay 3, then you're correct. Sige, isulat natin doon. 3. Ita-times doon. Okay, sunod. So, we have here factors ng x. Factors ng ng x na wala sa 3 times x. Kung ang sagot mo ay isang 3 at isang x, edi yun po ang ita-times nyo. Isang 3 at isang x ulit nun. Okay? Then, anong factors ng 3 ang wala sa x at sa x? Bakit 2 x na lang? Kasi itong x ang x na to, nandito na rin siya, di ba? X at x. Eh, di syempre, no? Factors ng ang wala po is x at x. No? Factors ng x at x na wala sa 3. Nabaliktad na. So, ang wala ay parehas tong 2 ito, ita-times mo doon. You have 3 times x. Anong wala doon? Anong nandito na wala doon? Ayan, so ang wala is 3. Anong nandito na wala doon? Ede 3 at x. Anong wala dito na wala doon? Ede x at x. So, yun yung ita-times natin. No? Ayan. So, we have 9. Ang i-multiply natin is 3 minus, we have x dito. So, ang i-multiply natin ay 3 at x lang. So, 3 times 3 at x. Minus ulit. Meron tayong 3 dito. So, dito ay dalawang x. So, yun lang ita-times natin. 1 times x or x squared. Diba? All over yung ating LCM na 3x squared. Okay. So, 9 times 3 ay 27 minus 3 times 3 is 9. Kopya lang si x. Minus x times x is x squared. Ayun na. All over, kopya lang ulit ang denominator, 3x squared. Okay, example number 4. Factoring muna tayo. We have here, ayan, reverse yung order ng ating terms. We have 9c over 5c minus 1 minus c minus 2 all over 1 minus 5c. Okay. So, kapag ganyan ang ating given, diba, mapapansin nyo nagkapalit lang sila ng position. Okay? So, balikan yung lesson about negatives. Okay? So, if we factor out this one, ito na lang yung factor out natin. No? If we factor out this one, it will become negative 1 times yung ating isang denominator, which is 5c minus 1. Okay? If you're able to factor out negative 1, all you have to do is to multiply this negative 1 to the middle sign para maiba siya. No? Para ma-eliminate na rin natin to at maging similar fractions na sila. Okay, so if we have negative 1 times negative, negative times negative is positive. No? Bring down na lang natin yung iba. We have 9c over 5c minus 1. And c minus 2 over, ayun na, 5c minus 1. Wala na po si negative 1. Okay? So, kung similar na sila, just add the similar terms. Ano bang similar sa 9c at c minus 2? Siyempre, ang parehas lang ay yung may dalawang c. Okay? Hindi pwede si negative 2 at si c. Dahil yung isa walang variable, yung isa may variable. Hindi rin pwede si 9c at 2 dahil yung isa again has variable, yung isa ay wala. So, 9c plus c is 10c. Then, kopyan mo na lang si 2 dahil siya ay wala namang similar. All over 5c minus 1. Again, kapag similar fractions na, just add the numerators, then copy the denominators. Now, will this be our final answer? If your answer is no, then you're correct. Bakit? Balikan natin yung types of factoring. Okay? So, we have 4 types of factoring. No? We have factoring the greatest common factor. We have factoring the difference of 2 squares. We have factoring perfect square trinomials and factoring quadratic trinomials. Okay? So, syempre, dahil yung given natin ay 2 terms lang, hindi ka na tayo dadating dito sa PST at QT na ito. Dito lang tayo sa dalawang ito, possibly. Now, since we cannot get the square root of the 2, wala naman square root to, no? So, drop na rin tong si dots. Try natin si GCF. We have 10 and 2. Ano kayang common factor ng 10 at 2? Okay? So, in the table of multiplication, di ba, makikita natin yung dalawang yon sa table of 2. Di ba? So, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Multiples sila. So, we can factor out 2 from 10 and 2. So, if we factor out 2, 10 divided by 2 is 5c. Yan, kopya lang si c. Then, negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. All over, kopyahan lang natin yung denominator, 5c minus 1. Kung mapapansin nyo, may parehas na silang factors, so we can now cancel them out. Okay? And our final answer will be yung natira nating factor, which is 2. Again, tatandaan, hindi po pwede na mag-divide ka ng paisa-isang terms. Halimbawa, 10c divided by 5c is 2, then negative 2 divided by negative 1 is 2, then baka i-add nyo pa or i-subtract. No, you have to factor it out first before canceling the common factors. Example number 5. X plus 9 over x squared minus x plus 9 over x minus 1. Okay. So, again, papasok na naman tayo sa factoring. Bakit? Ayun yung clue nyo. Okay? Meron tayong common factor. Parehas kasing may x siya. Diba? This is not difference of two squares. Bakit? Kasi wala namang square root si x. Wala kang saktong square root ng x, kundi square root of x pa rin siya, no? Okay? So, you can just factor out x from this one. X times x squared divided by x, subtract the exponents, 2 minus 1 is x to the first. Minus x divided by x, any number divided by itself is 1. Pwede na itong wala, ha? Pwede na itong wala. Now, x minus 1 cannot be factored, so still, x minus 1 pa rin siya. So, if you are asked about the LCM, okay, so the unique factor will be, syempre, yung x. Kasi wala siyang kaparehas. Then, yung may magkaparehas will be, write it once, we have x minus 1. Okay? So, pwedeng hindi mo na siya i-multiply. Okay? Tatanggapin na natin tong x times x minus 1. Okay? Pero kung i-multiply mo, sige, walang problema. Pagbigyan natin ang mga nais magpakahirap sa buhay. Okay? So, x times x is x squared and x times negative 1 is negative x na siya ka namang babalik doon sa iyong isang denominator. Okay, let us now start. I won't draw arrows anymore kasi baka malito na kayo kagaya ng isang example, ang daming arrows, no? So, ito na lang yung tingnan nyo. You have your LCM. Tingnan nyo kung anong nandito na wala dito. Siyang ita-times nyo doon. Anong meron sa x times x minus 1 ang wala sa x times x minus 1? Kung ang sagot nyo ay wala, good. Ibig sabihin, x plus 9 over x squared minus x will stay the same as x plus 9 pa rin ang numerator mo. The denominator, it's up to you if you still write this one or pwedeng factored form na x times x minus 1. Okay, next. We have here x times x minus 1 divided by x minus 1 or in other words, anong factors nito ang wala dito? So, we have x. Ibig sabihin, x lang ang ita-times mo sa 9. Okay? So, pwedeng pagsamahin natin siya sa isang denominator. Pwede rin namang hindi. Okay? So, kung hindi nyo siya pagsasamahin, susulat nyo ng isa pang beses. We have 9. Again, ang ita-times natin is x. So, 9 times x all over your LCM, which is x. X minus 1. Times x minus 1. Okay, let us now add. Okay? So, x plus 9 plus 9 times x. Unahin natin mag-multiply. 9 times x is 9x. So, x plus 9 plus 9x will be all over our LCM, which is x times x minus 1. Then, anong pwedeng i-add? If you answered x and 9x, then you're correct. X plus 9x is 10x. Okay? How about 9? Okay? Dahil wala siyang kaparehas or similar term, just bring it down. All over, just copy our denominator. X times x minus 1. And this will be your final answer. Okay, for example number 6, we have here a trinomial already. So, ibig sabihin, dun sa ating apat na types of factoring, yung factoring, greatest common factor, difference of two squares, then perfect square trinomial, and quadratic trinomial. Sa 3 term na to, itong dalawa, posible. Baka magamit natin. Sa 2 terms, try natin. Baka isa dito sa dalawang to ay magagamit natin. Okay? So, our given is y over y squared minus 3y minus y over y squared minus 6y plus 9. Yan. Unahin natin itong unang denominator. y squared minus 3y. Parehas may y. Okay? We cannot get the square root of 3. So, ibig sabihin, kung itong dalawa lang ang pamimilian mo, edi dito ka na sa GCF or factoring the GCF. Now, the common factor of y squared and 3y, anong parehas sa dalawang terms na ito? Syempre, it's, if you answered y, then you're correct. Let's factor out y. Y squared divided by y is y. Okay? 3y divided by y is 3. Since minus to, minus din yung nasa gitna. Next, we have here y squared minus 6y plus 9. Okay, 3 terms. We can get the square root of y squared. We can also get the square root of 9. Square root of y squared is y. Square root of 9 is 3. 3 times y is 3y times 2, 6y. So, ibig sabihin, ang pinaka-appropriate is factoring perfect square trinomial. But if you thought of quadratic trinomial, i-try din natin. Ano bang factors ng 9 ang kapag ini-add 6 ang lalabas? If you answered 3, then you're also correct. Sulat natin. Siyempre, square root of y squared or factors of y squared, edi y yan. Then, factors ng 9 na ang lalabas kapag ini-add is 6, edi 3 and 3. And dahil negative yung nasa gitna, hindi pwedeng isa lang ang negative dyan. Kasi kapag nag-negative at positive ka dyan, edi magzi-zero. So, ibig sabihin, dapat parehas silang negative. Okay, check mo nga. Negative times negative, will it become positive? Yes. Negative plus negative, will it become negative? Yes. Let us get the LCM. Okay. So, our LCM will be, sulat muna natin ang unique factors. Ito parehas, no? Parehas to. So, the unique factors will be y times isa pang unique factor which is y minus 3. Then, let us write the common factor which is y minus 3. Okay? Or, pwedeng isulat mo na y times y minus 3 squared. O, ayan. Tingnan na natin, ha? Pwede naman na yung iba, mapapansin, we can cancel out y here and y here. Pwede. Pwede rin namang hindi. Tingnan natin kapag hindi, no? Okay. So, again, same process tayo. Factors ng LCM na wala sa denominator. If you answered itong isang y minus 3 na ito, then you're correct. Ibig sabihin, sa y na numerator natin, ang ita-times natin is y minus 3. Next, sa susunod ng ating numerator. Ayan. Again, LCM divided by the denominator. Anong factors nito ang wala dito? Siyempre, ayun, yung y. Ibig sabihin, yung y na numerator natin, sulat lang natin muna, ang ita-times lang sa kanya ay yung natira nating y. Now, what will be our denominator? Siyempre, yung ating LCM. Y times y minus 3 times y minus 3. Okay, let us now simplify. Distribute the given. Siyempre, mauuna kang mag-multiply bago ka mag-subtract. No? Multiply. Y times y is y squared. Y times negative 3 is negative 3y. Negative y times y is negative y squared. All over y times, pwedeng paikliin na natin to, ha? Y minus 3 squared. Ayun yun, y minus 3 squared. Then, add or subtract the similar terms. Okay? Again, hindi similar si 3y at y squared kasi yung isa may exponent na 2, yung isa wala. So, ang similar will be y squared and negative y squared. So what is y squared plus negative y squared? Tatandaan, if you add opposites, the result will be 0. Ibig sabihin, ang matitira na natin is 3y all over, kopya ulit ang denominator, which is y times y minus 3 squared. Okay. Now, as you can see, we have similar numbers. Okay? And one problem that I have usually encountered is that you tend to cancel, halimbawa negative 3. Sometimes, may ilan na nagka-cancel ng negative 3 rin dito. Okay? Or if you have y, you cancel y and the y inside our polynomial. So, always remember that you cannot cancel terms if that term or one of the terms is part of a polynomial. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ang pwede mo lang i-cancel dyan ay yung hindi part ng polynomial. Unless, ang given mo dito is y minus 3 rin. O, cancel mo si y minus 3 doon, pati si y minus 3 doon. But no, our given is negative 3 times y or negative 3y all over y times the quantity y minus 3 squared. So, ano kaya ang pwede natin i-cancel dyan? If your answer is y, then you're correct. Pwede mong i-cancel tong dalawang to. Bakit? Kasi they are not part of the same, of a polynomial. No. Although y is part of negative 3y, the operation between the two is multiplication. Pag ganyan, pag multiplication siya, pwede kang mag-cancel. Pero kapag addition or subtraction na nasa pagitan, parang ito, may term ka sa unahan, edi yan ay subtraction. So, bawal ka mag-cancel dyan. Okay? Ayan. So, therefore, our final answer will be negative 3 na lang ang matitira sa numerator. And then, for the denominator, we will have y minus 3 squared. Okay, so now let us apply your knowledge in some problems, okay? So you are now asked to find the perimeter of the given figures. Okay? Pag perimeter, tandaan, we are just talking about the total of all sides or measures of sides, diba? Okay? So, kung halimbawa, ang given mo is a square, kunyari, square, with a side of 3, at may markings siyang ganyan, ibig sabihin, the sides will all be 3 as well. So, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, the final answer will be, if your answer is 12, then you're correct. Now, maiiba ng kaunti kasi ang ating given is a rational expression. Okay, so you have two ways in finding the perimeter of a square. Okay, pwede ang una mong gawin is to add all the sides, then express in lowest terms. Pwede rin naman is, since we have 4 equal sides, we can just multiply the given measure by 4. Gawin natin parehas yung dalawang method na yon. So, method number 1. Method number 1. If we add the sides, tandaan you have 4 sides at ang markings na to, ibig sabihin, they are equal. So, we have 5x minus 2, plus 2 over 8x minus 4. Sulat natin yan ng 4 na beses. Whew. Okay, 4 times na nating isinulat. Okay, So again, you're given our similar fractions. So no need to add the denominators. All you have to do is to add the numerators and copy the denominator. So we have here 5 and 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5, 2. Anong similar terms? Sinabing similar terms, ulitin natin. Parehas ng variable, parehas ng exponent ng variables. So if we have here 5x, its similar term in the numerators will also be 5x, 5x, and 5x. Okay? So 5x plus 5x plus 5x plus 5x, the answer will be, if your answer is 20, then you're correct, 20x. Now, let's proceed with the terms having no variables. So, meron tayong 2. Syempre, similar ang 2 sa 2, 2, and 2. So, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 is, if your answer is 8, then you're correct. All over, just copy your denominator. Since our denominator is 8x minus 4, it will stay as 8x minus 4. But, look closely. Since you've multiplied or we've added the side to itself, okay, 4 na beses yan, ibig sabihin, para na rin tayo nag-multiply ng ating given by 4. Okay? So, if you look closely, we have 20x and 8. They have a common factor. Anong common factor ng dalawa? If you answered 4, then you're correct, diba? So, factor out 4 on our numerator. If we factor out 4, the numerator will become, syempre, 20 divided by 4 is 5. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Dahil positive yun, positive pa rin. How about 8x and 4? Try natin. Baka naman na may common factor sila. If your answer is 4, then you're also correct, diba? Now, let's factor out 4. So, 8 divided by 4 is 2. Copy the variable, which is x. Then, negative 4 divided by 4 is negative 1. Ayan. What can we cancel from our given? If you answered 4, then you're correct. Ayan. Then, therefore, the remaining polynomial or terms will be our final answer. Therefore, the perimeter will be equal to 5x plus 2 all over 2x minus 1. Okay? Okay. So, for method 2, ang ginagawa naman natin is we take the side and multiply it by 4. Bale, kung mag-multiply ka by 4, you have to remember that 4 is a whole number. So, ibig sabihin, ang 4 ay dito mo lang sa numerator times. Okay? Bakit? Kasi ang whole numbers, meron siyang denominator na 1. Okay? Also, integers. Halimbawa, negative 1 over 1 pa rin siya. Negative 5 over 1 pa rin. Okay? So, if you multiply the 2, 4 times 5x will be 20x. Babalik ka dun. Then, 4 times 2 is 8. Ayun, babalik ka dun. Still, you are going to factor out and then cancel the common factors. And the final answer will be 5x plus 2 over 2x minus 1. Let us have another figure. So, on our given, we have a triangle whose sides are 2x plus 3 over 6, x plus 2 over 5, and x plus 1 over 3. Again, in this given, since we have the similar fractions, we have to get the LCM or pwedeng i-apply natin yung ating ginawa kanina. Diba? So, let us first rewrite our given. We have 2x plus 3 over 6 plus x plus 1 over 3 plus x plus 2 over 5. Again, tatandaan, if you get or if you have the similar fractions, you have to express the other fractions na para magkapare-parehas yung kanilang denominator. So, how to do that? Syempre, kinukuha pa rin natin si LCM, no? Okay? Okay, now. So, kung ang given lang natin ay si, itong dalawang to, no, 3 and 5 ang denominator, we don't have common factors. Okay? So, kung ganyan ang ating given, edi wala ka ng problema. Multiply mo lang si 5 dito sa numerator nitong si 3. Diba? Then, multiply 3 to the numerator of 5. Diba? Kaya lang, meron ka ditong 6. And 6 has a common factor with 3. So, gawin natin yung ginagawa natin kanina na if-factor out yung ating given na denominators. Okay? So, to get the LCM, factors of 6, syempre, napag-usapan na natin yan kanina. Ano ba yung ita-times mo para maging 6? So, we have 2 and 3, or 3 times 2. 3 is prime, so 3 times 1 pa lang siya. Wala ka ng ibang ita-times para maging 3. So, 3 pa rin yan. And 5 is also prime, so 5 pa rin. Kasi 5 times 1 lang siya. So, unique factors tayo. The unique factors will be 2 and 5. O, multiply lang natin. 2 times 5 times. The common factors will be 3 and 3. So, write it once. No? 3. Ayan. So, our LCM will be 2 times 5 is 10 times 3 is 30. Okay? So, now, dito na tayo sa factored form tumingin na. We have here the LCM, which is 2 times 5 times 3, and ang factors ng 6 na 2 times 3. Anong factor sa LCM ang wala dito? If your answer is 5, the ibig sabihin 5, ang ita-times natin sa numerator, which is 2x plus 3. So, 5 will be multiplied sa numerator. 5 times 2x plus 3 all over. Duktong na natin, ha? Our denominator will be yung LCM, which is 30. Plus, factors ng LCM na wala sa 3. If your answer is 2 and 5, edi 2 and 5, you're correct. 2 times 5 is 10. Ibig sabihin 10, ang ita-times mo sa numerator, which is x plus 1. Then, factors ng LCM na ang nawala sa 5, syempre ang natitira is 2 and 3. 2 and 3, which is equal to 6, will be multiplied to our numerator. Okay, so kung mapapansin nyo, if 6 will become 30, kailangan ita-times siya sa 5. So, kung itong 6, iti-times mo sa 5, dapat pati yung taas, ita-times mo rin sa 5. Ang 3, para maging 30, ita-times mo sa 10. So, dapat, kung ano times mo dito, ita-times mo rin sa taas. Edi 10 pa rin yan. And ang 5, para maging 30, you have to multiply it by 6. So, kung ito iti-times mo sa 6, kailangan ito ding taas, ita-times mo sa 6. Thus, our statement. Okay? So, let us now simplify our given. Distribute muna bago mag-add. So, 5 times 2x is 10x. 5 times 3 is 15. 10 times x is 10x. And 10 times 1 is 10. 6 times x, pagtabihan lang, 6x. And 6 times 2 is 12. All over 30. Now, let us add the similar terms. Siyempre, si 10x, parehas lang yan, or similar siya sa lahat ng may x to the first. Namely, si 10x dito, and si 6x dito. So, 10 plus 10 plus 6 is 26x. Okay? Then, 15 plus 10 plus 12. 15 plus 10 is 25. Plus 12 is 37. Plus 37. All over 30. And this will be your final answer.